Oh,
Folks,
very
this is the legendary Clark Judge. Formerly with CBS, now he has his own media company.
Right.
Talk about your company.
It's called TalkOfFameNetwork.com. I do it with Rick Gosselin of the Dallas Morning News and Ron Borges of the Boston Herald, and it's Hall of Fame centric. All of us, all three of us, are Hall of Fame Board of Selector members, and we've been there for many years. Goose over 20 years, Ron over 10, and I've been there 6. And so our idea is to try to bring what happens in there outside to people who don't understand the process. And we talk about players from today's game, from yesterday's game, and honestly from the game of the future. I mean, we've talked about, because we've seen everyone from John Unitas to Johnny Manziel, we talk to zillions of people, from Joe Namath to Joe Montana, to Brett Favre. I mean, numbers of people. We've got a 2-hour radio show, a weekly radio show, and we do that in conjunction with the website. But it's talkoffamenetwork.com, and we always have polls, stories, whatever, on either the history of the game or what's going on today, and put in perspective of what we know. We've covered the game over 110 years, so we feel as if we've got some expertise.
He's not that old.
You know, I am that old. But it's something that we really enjoy doing, and we felt very strongly because people don't know what happens inside that room, and it's not, I want to emphasize, it's not just Hall of Fame, it's just simply perspective from many years of covering this game, that we can say, yeah, we've seen this many times before, and we can put it in historical perspective, and it's really helped that way. And especially something like Johnny Manziel, we were saying the other night, I just brought up something about the Ryan Leaf situation. To me, it was reminiscent of it.
Right.
You know, it's just three guys who do what they like best and have done it most of their lives.
Hey, so on that note, what do you think about the Hall of Fame? Eddie DeBartolo possibly getting in? Or?
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
Ken Stabler maybe? Or?
Yeah, it's going to be close too. In fact, I was just talking to a selector here who's not in favor of Ken Stabler, and that's going to be really close.
Why is he not in favor? Can you say?
Yeah, sure. There's some people say look at his numbers, and to me, the numbers aren't overwhelming. It's a different era, of course, but I think you've got to do the eye test. If you're doing just numbers, then you might as well hire Deloitte and Touche to compile the highest numbers and that sort of thing. I mean, listen, John Unitas is, I think, in the passer rating, 77th all-time passer rating. It's the greatest quarterback I've ever seen.
Is it unfair? Let me rephrase my question because I realize this is new. It seems like Stabler is being evaluated from the perspective of someone who has been impacted by Bill Walsh's approach to the game, whereas Stabler played in I'll call it the Sid Gilman era.
Well, he played in that Raiders offense with the vertical passing game,
Right.
And he was very effective. But I think, as I said, you have to look beyond the numbers and look more towards the eye test. Anyone who watched him knows that when you saw Ken Stabler and he had the ball with 2 minutes to go, you ran. Yeah, because he was scary. He was frightening.
Yeah.
He won a lot of games. He made everyone better. When he was with the Raiders, they won a Super Bowl. Then he goes to Houston and New Orleans, and they were better teams because of it. So I'm supportive of him. I think he should have been before this. And there's a pretty good note on Ken Stabler. Ken Stanfouts, Hall of Fame quarterback. Ken Stanfouts, he was 10-1.
There you go, folks. Again, tell them the website.
It's talkoffamenetwork.com, and it's with Ron Borges, Rick Gosselin, myself, Clark Judge, and you can find it. And you can also find our radio show, Talk of Fame Network, on your radio dial.
And the URL is here in the description, folks. Click on it. You'll visit his site.
Thanks. Thank you.
Cool.